Good evening, students of class 12. We are in the 14th video of chapter number 2. The video number 13, we have learned that if we have a capacitor of positive charge plate, negative charge plate maintained at a distance d filled with air between, there will be electric field E naught. A is the area of each plate, distance d is between the two plates, and if the surface charge density of the positive charge plate is plus sigma, negative charge plate is negative sigma, then we have electric field of E naught is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught when the air is between the plates. Fine. Because of which we have V naught is equal to E naught D. Fine. Here we can write sigma is equal to charge upon surface area of the plate. Therefore, we can write Q upon A epsilon naught. Instead of sigma, I have substituted Q upon A. Substituting the value of E naught here, okay, I get V naught is equal to Q epsilon naught A D. Okay, this is what I have. Follow this steps. First I have written E naught, then I wrote V naught. Now, in the video 13th itself, we have learned C naught is equal to Q upon V naught, where Q is the charge on the plate and V naught is the potential difference between the two plates. I have V naught from here, which I shall substitute, so I get Q. V naught is QD upon epsilon naught A. So I make a reciprocal. So Q upon QD epsilon naught A. Okay. Q I cancel. Finally I have C naught is equal to epsilon naught A upon D. This we have already derived in the video number 13 of this chapter. Okay, this is just a revision part and remembrance part to follow the same steps. Whether we put a dielectric or whether we put a conductor in between the plates. So, just to refresh these steps, step 1, step 2 and step 3, I have written it down. Fine? Okay. Now, as the heading says, dielectric fully occupying the region. So now let me place a dielectric fully occupying the region between the plates. Now as learned, as soon as I place the dielectric between the plates, the external electric field will form dipole moments in the dielectric, whether the dielectric is polar or non-polar. What will the external electric field form? Dipole moment. And the dipoles will arrange themselves in such a way that here the negative charge of the dipole and here of the positive charge of the dipole, a layer will be deposited such that there is a induced surface charge density on both the plates. So for positive plate, there is a negative surface charge density induced. For a negative plate, there is a positive surface charge density induced by the dipole which are formed in this dielectric due to the external electric field E naught. Fine. So, what is the result? By placing the dielectric completely occupying the space between the two plates of a capacitor, there is surface charge density of plus or minus sigma p on both the plates. What is this? The new surface charge density. And what is this process called? Polarization of dielectric. Okay, where sigma p is the surface charge density which adds on to the plates. Positive plate, negative sigma p, negative plate, positive sigma p. Fine. So, we get, as I told, remember this step, we get E is equal to sigma minus sigma p upon epsilon naught. The electric field which is reduced when the dielectric is placed. That this also we have learnt. How much is the electric field now? Sigma minus sigma p upon epsilon naught. We have subtracted sigma p. It means electric field is reduced. Therefore, now the potential difference is equal to sigma, or I can write it as E is equal to E D, where what is E? Sigma minus sigma p upon epsilon naught. Just now I have written, and D. We have learned that how much sigma, that is surface charge density, is available, that much electric field will be there between the plates when air is there. So let us write sigma, or let us write E naught proportional to sigma. Correct? How much E naught external field is there, that much polarization will occur. Agreed? Therefore, let us write E naught proportional to sigma p. Okay? So, combining these two proportionalities, we can write sigma minus sigma p proportional to sigma, such that sigma minus sigma p upon is equal to sigma upon k, where k is a constant of proportionality which is called as the dielectric constant of the medium. Depending upon the medium, the value will change and k is always greater than 1. Fine? Okay. Now we have got sigma minus sigma p is equal to sigma upon k. Let us substitute it here so that we get sigma upon k, sigma minus sigma p, sigma upon k. Now what is left out? D and epsilon naught. So finally we have V is equal to sigma d upon k epsilon naught. But sigma is equal to Q upon A. Surface charge density is equal to charge upon area. Let us substitute that. So Q D K A epsilon naught, where I have substituted sigma as Q upon A. Fine? Okay. So this is what is V. This was my step 1. This was my step 2. E naught, V naught. So I have E, I have V. Agree? 1 and 2. After placing the dielectric completely between the two plates. Now I have to go to step 3. where I have found out C naught. Now I will find C. How do I get C? C is equal to Q by V. Capacitance is equal to Q by V. Okay. What is V? I substitute from here. So Q upon QD. Taking Ka epsilon naught up, I'll write Ka epsilon naught. So QQ cancel. Finally, I've just lifted the board up so that you can see. Finally, I have C is equal to Ka epsilon naught upon D. So this is the capacitance of the capacitor, which was initially filled with air. Now it is filled with dielectric completely. Again and again I am saying completely, because in the next page we will understand what will happen if it is filled partially. Fine. Okay. So Ka epsilon naught D is equal to the capacitance. Now tell me, is the capacitance increased within the same setup? Yes. Why? Because K is a positive number. So to the original capacitance, which was epsilon naught A by D, I have multiplied one positive number K. So within the same setup of the capacitance, by putting a dielectric, the capacitance of the capacitor has increased. Agreed? Okay. Now, small extra things we can add up here, where we can, I'm just shifting this board one side so that we can finish the whole page in one screen or in one shot. Fine. Now let me elaborate here, where K epsilon naught, we can write it as the permittivity of the medium itself, such that K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. Okay. Then if I divide C and C naught, C divided by C naught, what is C? Ka epsilon naught upon D. What is C naught? A epsilon naught upon D. So these terms cancel. Finally, I have C upon C naught is equal to K. All these small bits will be required for you in the numerical. So here I have put three main formulas together and saying that within the same setup, if I put a dielectric, capacitance of the capacitor will increase. Okay, where sigma is K epsilon naught. What is epsilon? It is the permittivity of medium. And what is epsilon? Not permittivity of air. Okay. So K epsilon naught is equal to permittivity of the medium. So bringing epsilon naught down, I have K is equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught, where K is the dielectric constant greater than 1. Positive number it is, depending on the dielectric material. I have C, I have C naught, just now derived. C I wrote, C naught I wrote, cancelled the common terms, getting C upon C naught is equal to K. What is C? Capacitance when dielectric is kept. What is C naught? When the capacitance when there is air in between the plates, which is equal to the dielectric constant K itself. So all this material of studies is what is application and is what is numerical. So I just move, you take a pick. We shall move to the next page. and understand that instead of dielectric occupying completely between the two plates, let us occupy the space between the capacitors plates by a dielectric slab of thickness T. That means we are partially occupying the space between the two plates. Okay? Take a pic. Now, let us understand how to calculate the capacitance of a capacitor by placing a dielectric of thickness T between the plates of the capacitor, okay, with left out space as air. Fine. So let us just place this dielectric. It can be polar dielectric, it can be non-polar dielectric, okay, between the plates with a thickness T. So thickness of the dielectric is T. Dielectric length, that is the space of the dielectric, is T. And the leftover space for air, this is all air, left out space. So the space for air has a length D minus T, because T portion is the dielectric portion. Left out is D minus T space. Fine. Okay. So as you can see, as soon as I place the dielectric, there will be a electric field E, which is less than E naught. What was E naught? E naught was the electric field when there was no dielectric slab. E is the electric field inside the dielectric. E is less than E naught. Fine. Now, let us consider the air portion. Find air. Let us write air here to indicate that we are considering the left out air portion. For that, the sigma is equal to Q by A. As we can see, we have two plates, positive charge, positive sigma, negative charge, negative sigma surface charge density. E naught is the electric field between the plates when the dielectric slab was not available. Fine. And E is the electric field inside the dielectric slab. Fine. When placed in the external field E naught. Fine. Okay. So we can write, this is only for the air portion, we can write E naught is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught, which is equal to, substituting Q by A epsilon naught. Fine. For which V naught, or we can write V1 is equal to E naught. What is the length for air we have just now written? D minus T, or distance between the plates is D minus T. Therefore, substituting the value of E naught from here, we get, that is, you can name it as equation 1. Substituting 1 for E naught here, we can write Q upon A epsilon naught, okay, D minus T. That is the equation number 2. This equation number 1 and 2 we got for air with a distance of D minus T available to us. Now, let us place, or let us find for dielectric slab. Okay, sigma remains the same because the charge remains unaffected and area is the same for the plate. Okay, then let us write E as we have suggested here. E is equal to sigma upon K epsilon naught, where K indicates the dielectric constant. Fine. which is having a value greater than 1 and which depends on the dielectric material. Fine. Okay. So what is V2 then? Potential difference between the plates when the slab is kept. Potential difference is equal to E, and distance. What is the distance for the dielectric? T. Just now we wrote here. Distance for the dielectric or the thickness of the dielectric slab is T. So we have written T here. Let us substitute E from the above equation. Let us name this as 3. We write sigma upon K epsilon naught T. Here for sigma we can write Q upon A. So we can write Q upon A for sigma. Fine. Q upon A, and here K upon K epsilon naught we can write next to A. So I have substituted sigma is equal to Q upon A, and K epsilon naught I have written here. Fine. So I have equation number 4. So for air, the potential difference is equation number 2. For dielectric slab of thickness T, the potential difference between the two plates is equation number 4. So the total potential difference V is equal to V1 plus V2, which is equal to V1 from here, Q upon A epsilon naught D minus T, plus Q upon A K epsilon naught. Here I had forgotten to write T, so I'll write T here. Q upon A K epsilon naught T. Fine. This is what we get as the potential. So we are ready with the potential. Fine. Now we know according to the definition of capacitance, C is equal to Q upon V. V is given to us here, or we have found out, so we have to just substitute Q there. Fine. Okay. So I'll just lift the portion up. Fine. So what we get here is Q divided by V. So V is Q upon A epsilon naught. I can take common here. Q upon A epsilon naught is there in both the terms. What is left out in first term? D minus T. And in the second term I have T upon K. As you can see, Q and Q cancel. A epsilon naught I can take up. So I get A epsilon naught divided by D minus T plus T upon K. Fine. So what have we done? We have reduced the denominator part. So capacitance will increase by placing the dielectric slab of thickness T. So C, capacitance increases by placing a dielectric slab of thickness T. That is our purpose is served. Now continuing, we can write C is equal to A epsilon naught upon D minus T plus T upon K. Fine. Okay. Now here in the denominator I can take D common. So it becomes 1 minus T by D plus T by dk. There are so many formats given. or can be made. So we can use them. Now here A epsilon naught upon D is the capacitance C naught when air was there without the dielectric slab. Fine. So I have substituted A epsilon naught. C naught is equal to A epsilon naught by D. This is what I have substituted. Fine. So I have written here C is equal to C naught divided by 1 minus T by D plus T by dk. A very important formula to remember. This year also, based on this formula, a numerical was asked in NEET, in J. Fine. So formulas have to be remembered quickly by understanding what is given to us. Here what was given to us? A dielectric slab of thickness T between the plates of the capacitor. Fine. So we have C is equal to C naught 1 minus T by D plus T by dk. Fine. So understand clearly what we have done. By just looking at these two parts, one part is of the air after keeping the slab and another part is of only the slab. Combine both the potential differences, find out V, substitute in our formula of capacitance C is equal to Q by V, get C is equal to A epsilon naught upon D minus T plus T by K. This is also useful provided A is given to us, D is given to us, T is given to us. If A dt is not given to us, C naught is given to us, we can use this formula. Depending on what is given to us, choose the formula, use the formula. Fine. Okay. So I shall just move. You can take a pic of this page and we shall then move to the next page where I just shifted so that everything is visible. Yes, now you can take a pic. Okay. We shall move to the next page where the same procedure we shall do, but instead of a dielectric slab, we will place a conductor slab between the two plates of a capacitor. So keep watching till the end. Take a pic. So we have come to the next page where we would like to calculate the capacitance of a capacitor by placing a conductor slab of thickness T between the two plates of a capacitor. So as you can see, I have a capacitor with two plates, positive charge, negative charge, positive sigma, negative sigma. D is a length between the two plates. Let us write A as the area of the plate, each plate, and E naught is the electric field between the plates from positive sigma plate to negative sigma plate when there is air in between the two plates. Fine. Now let me shift a conductor between the two plates with a thickness T. Fine. So as can be seen, the overall length is D, conductor's length is T. So D minus T is the length of the space occupied by air. Conductor is occupying a space of length T. Fine. Okay. we have also learned that as soon as I place the conductor between the plates of a capacitor, there is no electric field inside the conductor slab. Whether I place it between the electric field E naught or whether it is outside, we have learnt in this chapter that inside a conductor E is equal to 0. There is no electric field inside a conductor. Electric field is there, but from the surface of the conductor outwards, radially outwards. Now, when I place it in between the two plates, even then there is no electric field inside the conductor. Fine, this is what I want to emphasize. So inside the conductor there is no electric field. Outside there is E naught. So let us understand for air what is available. Okay, sigma is equal to Q upon A. There is no change in Q. A is the area of the surface area of the plate that is already available to us. E naught for air portion is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught. Sigma is equal to Q upon A epsilon naught. Instead of sigma I have substituted Q upon A. So V naught is equal to E naught. What is the distance? ED. That is the formula. But what is the distance for air portion? D minus T. So I will write here D minus T. So let me substitute E naught here from this equation. 1. Okay, I am substituting E naught here from equation 1. So Q upon A epsilon naught is my E naught. D minus T. Fine. So V naught is equal to this equation we have got, which we can name it as equation number 2. So I have got E naught and V naught. Fine. Okay. Now let me go to the conductor portion. When I place the conductor, sigma is same, Q upon A, there is no change. But what about the electric field inside the conductor? 0. So what is V? Potential difference, say V1 inside the conductor? 0. Because electric field into the distance, 0 inside the conductor. Fine. So what is the total potential difference then? V is equal to V naught plus V1. Let me substitute V naught. Q upon A epsilon naught D minus T. Let me substitute V1. 0. So we can write V is equal to Q D minus T upon A epsilon naught. Now let me substitute the equation 4 for V in C is equal to Q by V. So we have Q upon Q D minus T upon A epsilon naught. Therefore C is equal to Q cancel, A epsilon naught upon D minus T. So here what we have done? We have reduced the denominator from D to D minus T. So capacitance has increased by placing this conductor slab in between the plates of a capacitor. So what happens? C increases, capacitance increases when we place conductor slab of thickness T between the plates. So it's very important to understand what is placed between the two plates of a capacitor so that it can affect the capacitance of that capacitor. Fine. Take a pic of what we have done just now. Keep watching. In the next page, I will just give a quick revision which is required for your JEE and NEET remembering points. Let us write quickly the formulas which you have to remember for your entrances like JEE and NEET for the capacitance of a capacitor. First one, R. C is equal to A epsilon naught upon D. Second one, dielectric, fully occupied, occupying the region between the plates of a capacitor. C is equal to A K epsilon naught upon D. Third one, dielectric, slab of thickness T placed between the plates of a capacitor. The capacitance changes to A epsilon naught D minus T plus T upon K, which can also be written as C naught upon 1 minus T by D plus T by dk. Fine. Okay. 4. Conductor slab of thickness T. C is equal to A epsilon naught D minus T. Okay. So these are the 4 types of conductors which you have to understand and remember the formulas such that as soon as the question is asked, one of these formulas you should be able to apply. In the 3 cases where we placed dielectric, fully occupied, partially occupied with thickness T, conductor partially occupied with thickness T, in all the cases the capacitance increases. That's why we have placed the dielectric or the conductor. Fine. So these are quick points to be revised for the entrances like JEE and NEET. Okay. So take a pic and understand when to apply what. Fine.